can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. This they splash, this they drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
To number 46.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 51 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sack.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over first.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 56 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown!
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The pass.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the pass? There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The kick is good.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of
11 yards there, first down.
Jets, first down.
Room here. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
A running play. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Jets 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Zone 49.
Second and 11. And he will find his man on the outside.
The pass.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he lost the football. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Now they'll... line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Taken down. And
so this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
that's good.
A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Carried by number 39. Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll give it here to his running back.
Another carry.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it third.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I got my coffee rolled.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. The call is tries to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive over total. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. 42. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10.
Good go.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sack.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
That's good.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Now the extra point. he's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the... And he loses the football a second time. And the Eagles have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away. From you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
39.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now the try here for the point after. Now he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 35, Jets 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. It may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
37.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
A gain of
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
the pass.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Makes the score Eagles.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. this is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
17.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Number
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
34-yard line. A 4-yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Powers through. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
42. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Number 37.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Complete to number 46.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
The pass.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown!
Taking it in from a yard out, and the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
The 2nd down pass.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The pass.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Eagles. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
The kicker on.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down with me, down with me. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou on the floor. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down? Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with you. On my turf, she like when I hit the receiver. Bryn hop in, this is a four-seater. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cracked. Shout out Zaza, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Juice us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. Get up for what?
on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. Got family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll slip on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through standing. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta set, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through standing. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake on the play. That's a